the strategic methodologies to engage a vision. Strategic methodologies to engage a vision. Number one is to avoid procrastination. Procrastination is one of the killers of ideas. It's referred to as a thief of time. Procrastination is one of my signature subjects on its own that I teach. But I just put it here as one of the strategic methodologies to engage a vision. You must avoid procrastination. It's a virus which feeds on time of life. You have to overcome it. Because procrastinating or procrastination is an attitude. Not doing what you're supposed to do at a point in time. I have quite extensive notes on this. The theories that has come out why people procrastinate. I do not have that time here. It's another one. Because a lot of us, we procrastinate. Let me just give you one of these. There's a research, which is a psychological research, which is termed a self-worth theory. A self-worth theory simply says that individuals who are visionaries or they are engaged in a certain career or a certain business, they do come up with strategies, but they procrastinate. They want to open a new sector, they want to get into other market, they procrastinate. Why? Because the self-worth theory was saying that they consider themselves. They know that they have ability, but they want everything to be in place before they can implement the idea. So they postpone it because they are afraid of failure, because they want their abilities to be equal to the results. It's just a theory. And that's why they say that procrastination is not about being lazy. It's not giving priority. It's postponement of what is supposed to be done. Vision incubation, we have already discussed that as a process of keeping something at the right temperature and under the right condition. So many ideas need the right conditions, infrastructure-wise. But it doesn't stop the thought process. It doesn't stop you from, making a move. But incubation says that you can be under certain other people, other organizations, for you to maintain the momentum of your vision for future. Develop a vision board is another way to engage, a methodology to engage a vision. A vision board is very popular. In fact, some people stop at that and teach vision board. Vision board is simply showing your commitments, showing your intention. Vision board is to remind you of what is next to be fulfilled. It's an expression of your intention on a board. And I want to say to you that taking action is very, very important. You can have a vision board, looking at it every day. It reminds you, but you need to take action. So I'm going to emphasize on action board in my next slide. We have also looked at, in the circle of growth, we mentioned membership of association and all that. But one of the ways for you to engage your vision is strategic partnership and association. Collaboration. Collaboration with those who resonate with what you have taught concerning the future of your organization, the future of your enterprise, the future of your career. You are in strategic partnership and association. Mr. Rabi says that it was in partnership or collaboration where he acted as agencies. Because this is a method that is essential, and what it does when you're in the right association, you gain experience, you gain endorsement. Association helps you to shape the vision in the appropriate model competency for the industry you have envisioned as your future career and business. So it's one of the ways to access it. Because when you have a vision, you receive a vision, an idea, you cannot be an island. You cannot just wait and you're waiting. No, you align yourself and you can do it. Now, another way to access and gain a vision is volunteering. I heard somebody who gave a testimony that she first of all was a volunteer. I think it's the lady that was it. That she was first of all a volunteer, and then later on she was converted to a staff. So what I'm saying here, as a way to access your vision, to begin to live in the idea that you have had, the concept that you had, also one of the facilitators mentioned that he had, what do you call it, NGO. And you've engaged with so many organizations. But then, if you have a vision for that, you can be a volunteer with an NGO while you are even waiting to form up your own foundation. So your why of your vision is already in place. You need to volunteer. Strategic voluntary service. Strategic voluntary service. Collaboration to access the inroad to your dream, to your career. Volunteer or volunteering is one of the inroad to the career vision that you have. January this year, I think I did this on a Zoom. And when it comes to this volunteer aspect, it's like people felt that it's not possible. But it is possible. It's happening. Now, when you go to some banking malls, here, even in Nigeria, in some countries, not everyone you find on the floor are staff of the bank. Some will help you to feel. Some will do one thing. Some of them are not staff. Some of them are volunteers. They are not in full employment. But when employment position comes up, they are the first to be called. So, just an example. But we're talking about you as a visionary. We're talking about you, somebody with a concept. There are people who are already practicing, who are already living where you want to get to. Those are the people that you serve. And when you serve them, you are already living in your vision. And as time goes on, you get into the full scope of it. So, you have to consider volunteering in the sector you have envisioned. It might be in technology, it might be in engineering, it might be NGO. These are ways that people have accessed their lifelong wishes.